We look ahead toward the end of the work week. Temperatures this afternoon held in the low 60s up and down the I-25 corridor this afternoon, off to the eastern plains as well. More 50s up through the high country. It was a mild day truly across the entire state. The wind's not bad for us this afternoon, anywhere between about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Maybe a little breezier around Craig in northwestern Colorado and down south toward Alamos in the San Luis Valley. Otherwise, our attention turns toward tomorrow and the fact that we do have yet again another red flag warning in play. This is going to continue from about noon until 6 o'clock for areas just to the south and east of the Denver metro, parts of Douglas, Elbert, El Paso counties, and then stretching all the way into southeastern Colorado. Wind gusts out there about 40-45 miles per hour and humidity values less than 10%. It is going to be so dry tomorrow, so a heads up. Looking ahead toward Friday, everything changes. We're talking snow, but how much will Denver actually see? I have the answer when we see you on the other side of this break. Looking at the climate calendar, we're above average yet again. We are going to be looking at these temperatures continuing to warm as this ridge of high pressure builds back into Colorado for about the next 24 hours as we await that next winter storm. It is just pushed onshore across the Pacific Northwest, bringing them some really nice rain and snow, and all of that eventually will be in our backyard by the tail end of the work week. Tonight, though, pretty quiet out there with mostly clear skies. Temps falling into the mid-30s here in Denver. Greeley, South Platte River Valley might be a bit cooler in the upper 20s. Talking teens in Leadville and Alamosa tonight, and then 20s and low 30s for the rest of us. As we look at the fire danger for us tomorrow, just to the south of Denver toward Castle Rock, Parker, Elizabeth, and then stretching off to the eastern plains. Red flag warning continuing throughout the entire afternoon for wind gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour. It's incredibly dry. It has been pretty dry, so just a heads up there. Looking at the futurecast tonight, still pretty quiet for us heading into tomorrow morning. You'll wake up to a few clouds here across the I-25 corridor and off to the eastern plains, but overall should be a dry day statewide. Here we are about 5 p.m. We're just starting to see a little bit of that snowfall starting to roll into far northwestern Colorado, and then later tomorrow evening, you can see the first signs of this storm impacting not only the western slope, but areas along I-70 and then stretching up into Routt County, Jackson County, Steamboat, Rabbit Ears, everyone kind of getting in on the action as the storm and its associated cold front starts to move in. Again, a little warm before that winter storm makes its way here to Colorado. And yes, like you were saying, not only the mountains getting in on the action, but for us here in the Denver area, a good shot of snow, a blast of winter. Finally, it looks like the snow showers should be off and on throughout most of the day on Friday. But because our temperature is going to be so warm tomorrow, it'll be some slushy snowfall around here. The advisories and a winter storm watch are in place across the Front Range Mountains and further for the northern and central mountains around Vail, Aspen, Snowmass, about 4 to 7. The flat tops, the Park, the Elkheads, 4 to 10, and then 6 to 14 for areas under that winter storm watch. Traveling definitely going to be tricky for folks that are trying to get in and out of the high country looking ahead toward Friday. Tomorrow, though, beautiful. So just get up there tomorrow maybe before the storm rolls in. It's a warm and windy one with highs close to 70 degrees tomorrow afternoon. We will sit in the 70s off to the eastern plains, closer to 80 in Lamar, 40s up in Steamboat with more mid-50s near Eagle. So looking at the Front Range, a couple of spots, Platteville, Erie, Keensburg, Bennett, all sitting in the lower 70s, while we'll have some 50s around Allens Park, Estes Park, and the Red Feather Lakes. Looking at your Super 7-day forecast, it will be a Denver 7 weather action day for us on Friday because of the possibility for a little rain and then snowfall coming through. Right now, it looks like about 1 to 3 inches of snow here in Denver, so not a ton, but hey, it will feel more like winter. The sunshine